And hello, everybody, and welcome to Synergy Theater Online. My name is Ken Adams. I'm the Artistic Director of Synergy Theater, and I'm coming to you all the way from Martinez, California, and I hope you're watching us all over the country and all over the world. Synergy Theater performs full-length improvised plays in a wide style of genres, and tonight we are delighted to be live streaming to you via YouTube and Facebook with the fourth and final installment of our show, The Last Four People on Earth. Now, when we are out in the real world, we are coming to you from the Lesher Center for the Arts in beautiful Walnut Creek, California. That's a picture of our lovely theater in that facility right behind me. And we are going to be back there soon enough. But in the meantime, we are delighted to be pursuing our mission of building a better world through the art of improvisation right here online. Thank you for turning out week after week in order to watch us and share the joys of improvisational theater with us. Now, tonight, let me tell you about our show. Our show is called The Last Four People on Earth, and we are going to require some suggestions in order to get our show started, because everything we do is live and improvised, and we need your help. So if you would like to interact with us in order to give us suggestions to help get our show going, then here's what you got to do. You got to log into your YouTube account. Go ahead and log into your YouTube account, and that way you'll be able to interact with us on the chat feature, and you'll be able to offer us some suggestions. So I'm going to give everybody a minute to go ahead and log into their YouTube account. Awesome job. And then I'm going to tell you a little bit about our show. So here we go. Tonight, the premise of the show is that something very, very bad has happened. And as a result, there are only 4 people left alive on the entire planet. Those 4 people have, very coincidentally and lucky for them, ended up in a bunker where they have enough protection and supplies to live out the remainder of their life, even though they can never leave that bunker again. Now, it is not a regular bunker like you might be thinking. In fact, they did not even know they were going into a bunker. Instead, what happened was they all went into a place in the neighborhood, some public place like a store or a library or a restaurant, something like that. And then the event happened, and as it turned out, luckily for them, they found that the place they were in was a bunker. So that is the first suggestion that I am going to need from you. If you want to give us a suggestion, all you got to do is log into your YouTube account there, and then you'll be able to do that. So the first suggestion that I'm going to need from our audience tonight is, what was this public place? What was this place in the neighborhood that all of these 4 people just happened to walk into that turned out to be their life-saving bunker? I'll give you a couple of moments to type in something to answer that. And then, in the meantime, you could be thinking about our next question. Our next question is, when we meet our 4 characters in their bunker, they have already been down there for about 3 months or so. So they've grown used to the situation and life has picked up a routine of its own. So the question is, what is it they are talking about when we happen to start watching them tonight? What is it that our characters are talking about when we happen to start watching them tonight? All right, we have some suggestions coming in here, and the suggestion of the place is a laundromat. Our characters went into a laundromat, and that is what turned out to be the bunker for them. And finally, the next question is, what are they talking about? What is the topic of conversation amongst the characters that they happen to be talking about as they're hanging out on this one particular day in their laundromat bunker. So I'll give a moment for some suggestions to pop up here on the YouTube chat. And while I'm waiting, I will mention that we have something wonderful happening here every Thursday at 6 o'clock p.m. and every Friday at 7 o'clock p.m. So please come back every week for a brand new, fully improvised story on Synergy Theater Online. All right, we are waiting for okay, and here is the suggestion from Karen Harrell. Thank you, Karen. They are talking about who is better, Snoopy or Lassie? Who is better, Snoopy or Lassie? All right, my friends, thank you very, very much for being here. Please sit back and enjoy the show.
Day 99. The bunker is strong and it's holding up well, and supplies are plentiful. And the group is beginning to bond as we come to terms with the situation that this is our home for the rest of our lives, that we are the last 4 people on Earth.
It just seems like it's not even a close contest. Clearly, Lassie is better than Snoopy because Lassie actually saves people's lives.
I couldn't agree more.
Well, Snoopy has that whole, pilot thing with Woodstock. I think if Snoopy could save lives, Snoopy would save lives. Isn't that worth something?
If you ever really watch the show, Snoopy could be kind of snarky. He had an attitude.
Wouldn't you? I mean, nobody ever let him come inside the house. He had to live in that little shack out back.
No, I get it, but still, I mean, if it was Snoopy or Lassie who could be with us, Lassie.
Yeah,
Definitely
sure.
Lassie.
I mean, for one thing, Snoopy is all about fantasy. That whole thing about being the World War II ace flying fighter pilot and he's fighting the Red Baron, that's all fantasy. Not to mention that he's a cartoon. But Lassie is practical. He can really save the boy's life when he falls down a well.
Yeah.
How? How could he save a boy's life down a well? And how would he save our lives here?
Well, how does he save the boy's life? By running over to the grown-ups and going, arf, arf, arf.
It doesn't do any good.
Really good.
Yeah, but look, if even if we had a Lassie with us, it wouldn't help because there's nobody out there. There's no person for Lassie to ask for help. And in fact, that's why Snoopy's better, because here we are. And what's better than a fantasy right now?
Oh, no. If Lassie were here, I would want to be sleeping cuddled up against him every night.
I guess.
I didn't know we were talking about which one we'd rather have here. I thought we were talking about writ large, which one is better.
Same answer to me.
And does it really
Lassie.
matter?
Yeah, I mean, Lassie is real. Lassie is a real type of dog. Snoopy is a fake cartoon. And I can't believe we're talking about this.
Oh, come on. It's important for us to live a normal kind of life. I know we're here in a laundromat and we're never going to leave. But that's no reason why we can't stimulate our intellectual curiosity and keep on living.
How many times can you watch the spin cycle and pretend like you're watching TV?
All right, that's true. All we have are some kind of old-fashioned industrial washers, a couple of dryers. Number 6 doesn't work. But I mean, The lights stay on. We have all the food we'll ever need. And we have each other.
And very clean clothes.
Yeah.
I actually sometimes at night when you guys are all sleeping, I just put the dryer on and just listen to the whirl of the machine. And I find it really calming. It's really nice.
I do that too. Sometimes I lie down, I grab one of those old sacks of clothes that was on the counter for pickup, and I use it for a pillow, and I just listen to the machines. And I sometimes imagine it's a river and that I'm camping out in the woods.
I miss that so much.
I take the fabric softener and I put some of it under my arm for my pillow. And that smell reminds me of growing up. It's the comforting smell of when my mom used to do laundry.
Oh.
Oh, Aaron.
Oh gosh. The more we can kind of make this about less real stuff, I think the better. I mean, that's what makes those other memories more comforting, because they're not quite so vivid.
Look, why don't we play hide the sock again? You all close your eyes. I'll hide it in one of the dryers, and you folks guess where I put it. Oh, come on, Aaron. Nancy, Danny, come on. All right. All right, go ahead.
Okay.
Number 4.
No.
Damn it.
Number? Go ahead.
2?
Nope.
All right, 7?
No, it was 4. I was just trying to keep the suspense going. I'm sorry.
I said 4.
I know, I lied.
Can I tell you guys a secret?
Yeah.
What, we've been here, 3 months, something like that?
Yeah.
This is the longest I've been in one place in probably at least 5 years.
Wow.
What do you mean? What kept you moving around?
I wanted to move around. I'm not a person who likes to settle. That's why this
Nancy,
is hard for me.
Can I ask you a question? I mean, we never really talked about where you lived before, but I always see you coming in here and doing your laundry, but it kind of looks like maybe you lived on the street. Did you?
No, I didn't live on the street. I lived in my van.
Oh.
But I wasn't homeless. My van was my home. And I got to go anywhere I wanted. I was a truly free woman. I had everything I needed in my van. And I loved to go to all sorts of different places and meet different people. And then when I felt like I'd gotten what I could get, I'd just move on. I loved it. It's really weird for me to be with the same 3 people for 3 months in the same place.
When I was, oh, sorry, Aaron.
No, go ahead, Danny.
Well, it reminds me of when I was a little girl, and I used to have such a hard time around the holidays because my family always fought. And I saw this guy sitting on top of a roof. It was Christmas Eve, and I was with my mom in the car, and I saw this guy sitting all by himself on the top of a roof of a building, and I thought, that's who I want to be when I grow up. And now I wish that I had my family around me. And I think maybe I created this reality.
What do you mean you wanted to be like a guy sitting on a roof?
I just wanted to be away from my family because they felt so complicated, so heavy. Ugh, so this thing, Nancy, of you driving around and going wherever you want, that sounds so good.
Annie, it was wonderful. It really, really was. I mean, I met all sorts of wonderful people and had wonderful experiences, but no real attachments, you know?
Mm.
I mean, and some of those people, I'd see again along the road, and that would be great. But if I never saw them again, that was okay too, because I carry them in my heart. Just like people say they do with their family, I guess.
Mm.
I had the opposite experience. I was an orphan, and I was in a lot of foster homes. Never really had an adopted family. When I was 18, the foster homes, of course, they're like, you're out of here. Barely got my GED, then I became a prison guard. And now I'm here. So very
Wow.
exciting life, huh?
A prison guard.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
You,
How old were you then when your mother died and you became an orphan?
They said I was 3 years old when she died.
Oh.
And my dad was never around. So, hey, I'm not complaining. I kind of feel that hey, I hope it's not weird,
No.
but you three are the
no.
closest I've been to having a family.
To be honest, I'm just feeling very boring right now. I had a very, very happy and unremarkable childhood with two parents who loved me very much and provided for me. And I grew up and did just what I was supposed to do. I got a good job. I worked right down at the Citibank on the corner there. And I had a wife and a baby, but I don't know. It seems like that's what life was supposed to be, right?
Sounds like you had a good one, Charles.
Yeah.
I don't know though that Charles, that there's a supposed to be. I mean, look at the four of us. We all have very different lives, but is one wrong and one right? I don't think so.
It just feels a little bit like I'm Lassie and the three of you are all Snoopy.
Well, get us out of here, Lassie.
Hey, I'm Woodstock.
Well, I mean, Nancy, just constantly driving. You don't even have a home or a place to hang your hat. It does kind of feel like you're escaping or fleeing from something, doesn't it?
It's just the opposite. I'm totally free, or I was. I got to stop when I wanted. I didn't have to drive around. I could stop. And I could be with people when I wanted to be, and I could be alone if I wanted to be. And home was always there. I slept in my car or in my van, and I don't know, it was beautiful. And I had a family. I had a mom and a dad and a brother and a sister.
I don't understand that from you, Nancy. Like, if I was yearning to have what you had, and now why would you? There's something that sounds like you're not telling us.
Well, the grass is always greener on the other side, Aaron. I mean, maybe you didn't have the dream family that maybe Charles did, but not all families are, well, I guess, Danny, you know what I mean? Not all families are that great. And my family was a little bit suffocating. And I was all too happy to go out on my own. But it wasn't until I was, like 50. I had the trappings. I didn't want them. They were like anchors on me.
Well, who did you leave behind?
Just some friends. I mean, my brother and sister are alive, but I wasn't really close to them. I never got married. I mean, so there was no real important significant other. So I felt like at some point after I stopped working, what do I really want to do? What's a single woman without a lot of money going to do? So I left California. It's too expensive. And I don't know, I was happy. I was really happy.
Well, I'm not doubting that you were happy. I just wonder, I don't know, it seems like somebody has to stick around and be responsible. I mean, somebody has to go to work from 7 a.m. to 8, 9 o'clock p.m. sometimes in order to pay the taxes to keep the orphanages running for people like Aaron.
Okay, Lassie.
Yeah, hold on. Hold on. Speaking of which, Charles, there's something I was meant to ask you, and what the heck, I'll do it now. Why do you wake up every day, you wear that suit, and you put your tie on? Who are you trying to impress here?
No, that's just the point. I'm not trying to impress anybody. I'm trying to maintain a certain type of responsibility, because that's what life is. Life is being responsible. It's not wearing slovenly clothing like the three of you are. It's about freshly laundering your clothes and ironing your shirt so that you can greet the customers who walk into your bank.
Charles, there's no customers.
No customers, Charles, no bank. You know what? Fine. Oh, my God.
What?
You want me to clean out my laundry too? All right, everyone, why don't you perk up your ears? I was never a prison guard. I was actually a prisoner. All right, there.
Oh, whoa.
I'm not proud of it.
Well, is it okay to ask what you did?
Grand Theft Auto, the video game.
Yeah.
I was bootlegging it on the black market for 10 years.
And you had to go to prison for that?
And how embarrassing do you think it is for me to tell people I went to prison for Grand Theft Auto, but they think I was stealing cars, but I was actually stealing the game?
Oh. God,
What was it like in prison, Aaron?
Awful. You get 3 square meals, but you don't know where that food, how old it's been. You don't know who's going to stab you behind your back, literally, figuratively. You know, it's cold. No one cares about you. Just like my entire life. Anyway, whatever.
How long had you been out when you got when the event happened?
Well, when the event happened, I was still in prison. But of course, after the event happened, when the power grid shut down for a little while, things got crazy and hectic. And a lot of us were able to get out of there.
Were you in that laundry basket with all of those inmates that escaped right after the event?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Aaron, why did you do it? Why did you steal or bootleg video games? Why not just get a job?
Oh, I'm sorry, Charles. Did that not meet your requirements for a clean life? Because I didn't know what else to do. I had no education and I needed money fast, man.
Why are you so judgy, Charles? I mean, we're all here for a reason.
I'm not trying to be judgy. It's just that you two people feel like everybody owes you everything, don't you? You could just drive around in your car and who cares who you leave behind? Do you pay taxes? Do you contribute to society? Aaron, you're such a sad little boy you have to steal. A lot of sad little boys go out and work.
God, you don't know me, Charles. You don't know what my life was like. Just because I choose to live in a mobile way doesn't mean I didn't work. Of course I had to work.
I know what my life is like, okay? And my life was hard too. And I had a struggle too. And I got up and I did a job that I hated for 16 years because that's what I was supposed to do.
Is that why you're
Well,
so
boo.
angry, Charles?
Yeah. Boo-hoo to you, Charles. What was your life struggles? Trying to pick out if you have to wear a red tie or a blue tie today? And no, and I don't think the world doesn't owe me anything. And everything I have in my life, Charles, I had to take it.
Okay, look. If we're going to air our dirty laundry, I have to say, first off, I admire you, Nancy, and Aaron, I admire you. I would have, if I could have been as brave as you all those years out there in the world, I would have, but I was such a coward. And I drove around in a minivan with 3 kids that I resented for 12 years. And resented that I had to come to the laundromat that day because my youngest put dish detergent in the washing machine and destroyed the. And now if I could just go back, I wouldn't resent them all so much. And
All right. But you stuck it out, right? You stayed there and you did what you had to do.
But I resented every day, all I wanted to do was be that person alone. I didn't take who I had and really appreciate them. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it doesn't matter what I think what I did by resenting my own children, that is worse than Grand Theft Auto.
It doesn't matter what you feel. It only matters what you do.
I don't
You mean,
think
man.
right.
No.
No.
You mean if you do everything you're supposed to do every day, but you feel resentful and you wish that you never had those kids and you wish that you weren't married to that man and you wish that you could run away, isn't that worse?
No. Worse for who? You or your kids?
My kids.
You think it's better for your kids not to have a mother?
I think in this case, yes.
That's a horrible thing to say.
Charles, it's just how she feels.
Hey, Charles, at least we're living our truth instead of being in a life we hate for 16 years.
Yeah.
Like you.
Well, you know what another truth is? You're a criminal and I don't trust you.
What do you think I'm going to take from you, Charles? Your
How come
hanky?
some of the supplies haven't been matching up to the numbers on the spreadsheets?
I don't know. You're the
Spreadsheet.
one that does the counts. Sorry, Nancy.
No,
Don't you guys see what I'm talking about here? You know that some of our supplies have been missing.
Hey, that's not fair, Charles. I told you all about my history and confidence. Now you go and spit it back in my face?
I'm not spitting anything in your face. I'm asking you directly. Have you been stealing some of the supplies and taking more than you're due?
No, I haven't. Maybe your count is off, Mr. Banker.
How
Maybe
can
you're
we
not as
believe
perfect
it?
as you say.
Are you talking about the M&Ms? Is that what you're talking about?
Yes.
It's me. I ate the peanut M&Ms, okay? It was me. Just like, so
Why did you do that? We have a system.
I don't know, Charles, because I'm stressed out, because I don't understand how I'm going to make it through the rest of my life with the 3 of you. And I'm sorry. I have an eating disorder.
Danny, it's all right. It's all right. They're friggin' M&Ms.
They're not
Charles,
freaking M&Ms.
You are such a control freak. And you just think that you have to run this like it's the bank? God, you are so anal and so angry.
Listen, we have to spend the rest of our lives somehow making this place our world. And there's only a few things we have. We have food, we have water, and we have a way to keep things clean and ironed and pressed. So why don't we just do that?
You're living in a fantasy world, Charles. And also, you owe me an apology for accusing me of stealing. And I'm waiting for that apology.
I don't owe you an apology. You owe me an apology for breaking the laws.
That has nothing to do with you. I paid my time. I paid my dues.
Oh, and Charles, you've never done anything wrong?
No.
Oh,
What were you
that's
doing,
bull.
Charles? Let me ask you something, Charles. I can still see, even though you've washed your shirt about 5 times in the last 3 months, you still have a little bit of a stain on your collar. What were you doing here that day? Go ahead. Looks like you have something to hide.
The day of the event, I was kissing Andrea Papa in the vault of the bank.
And Andrea's not your wife.
No, Andrea is the bank manager.
Congratulations. You did something unclean.
But don't you understand? That's why I was in here on that day, because I saw that lipstick stain on my collar and I couldn't stand it. I ran over here in order to wash the damn thing out. But
You're worse than what I did, Charles. At least I didn't hurt somebody behind their back. And you know what, Charles? If I don't get that apology from you, I'm going to open the door and walk the hell out of here. How would you
No.
like that?
No,
Aaron,
you can't, Aaron.
don't.
What do I have to live for? I don't want to be in a place I was mistrusted and thrown away in my real life. And I don't want to be mistrusted in this life either. And I'm going to walk out that door right now, Charles, if I don't hear you say I'm sorry.
go
To all
ahead,
of us.
Aaron. You know that if you open that door, you're not only killing yourself, you're killing the 4 of us. But you never cared about anyone else in your society, right? You just took and did whatever you wanted. So go ahead, open the damn door and walk out. I don't care.
Shut up, Charles.
I'll do it right now.
No. Don't
Then
let him
say
get
you're sorry,
here.
Charles.
He
Charles,
won't do it. He's too damn scared.
and you know what, Charles? You're just like my husband. And you're just like, sorry, Aaron, almost every man.
Oh,
I knew that you were a liar. Apologize to him.
no.
I'm going to break my ink pen on your shirt, Charles, if you don't apologize to him. And you know that stain will never come out.
I've got about 40 more years and an endless supply of bleach and washing machines. Do your worst.
It doesn't matter if he stains his shirt or washes it again or irons it, because no matter what color shirt you're wearing, Charles, or how dirty it is, it's still you inside of it.
You're like Macbeth. You keep washing and washing, trying to rid yourself of the guilt. But you still cheated on your wife, Charles. You cheated on your wife.
No, let me
Yeah.
tell you something. We kissed, okay? We kissed, but nothing else ever happened. And let me tell you something. It could have happened right there, but it didn't happen because I left.
Because you had to wash the guilt away so your wife wouldn't know that you were kissing another woman in the bank vault. That's cheap and disgusting.
Better that my wife knows
It's better to live the truth, Charles.
Look who's talking
Amen,
about
Danny.
the truth. How's your little man on the roof doing now, Danny?
All right, okay. I acknowledge that I lived my entire life as a lie, and I was a fool. And I think that this, what we're in here right now, is some kind of punishment. At least it is for me, because I think I deserve this. I don't know about you. I mean,
What was that? Where did you just go, Aaron?
I heard a sound back there, and I just quickly looked behind the. Wait a minute. Do you guys feel something strange?
What?
What the hell? Do you feel that? I'm like,
I do.
oh my God!
Oh my
Is
God!
that happening again? It's
Oh my
happening
God!
again!
no, not again.
Hold on, Charles! Charles, the laundromat's falling! Oh my God, Charles!
Oh no.
Here, try to lift it. It's too heavy. I can't lift it off of him.
Oh God. Take it off slow.
Oh, my foot!
I
My
can't.
foot!
Can you get? Oh,
Look.
He's stuck.
Oh gosh.
I can't feel my foot.
Charles, it's gonna be okay. Don't worry.
Is it still on my foot?
Let me look. It's broken. It's a compound fracture.
Why can't I feel anything?
You're in
Listen, I'm
shock.
gonna find a way or something to get you out.
Look,
Oh, God.
Charles, just breathe. Breathe.
Nancy, I found this metal bar. If we put it under the machine, both of us could use our weight to hoist it off.
okay, okay.
And Nancy, can you pull him out? Okay, Danny, ready? Go. Okay, pull him.
Oh. Oh my God, Charles, are you okay?
It's bleeding.
Listen. I've had to deal with these things on the road. Here.
It's bleeding.
Okay. I got the towel. Here.
Wrap it around.
Oh no, it's not a compound fracture, but it's broken. Oh wait. Oh no, it is. Damn it! I'm so sorry, Charles.
No, I'm setting it. Watch. Where's that metal thing? Give it to me. Quick.
Here.
All right, I'm setting it and
Here.
spinning it.
Hold my hand, Charles.
Pop it in.
All right, almost done.
Oh,
All right. All right. There's some aspirin over in that vending machine. I'm gonna get you some, okay?
Here's some sheets, Charles. I'm gonna wrap your leg. Put your leg up. You got to keep it elevated.
Oh God.
You're losing a lot of blood.
Stop. Please make it stop.
I seen a guy like this
Take this.
bleed out in jail.
Charles,
In
take this
prison.
aspirin. It'll help. Just take these. Okay.
Hey, Nancy, Danny, if we don't stop the bleeding soon, he'll die soon. I've seen this happen before. If guys bleed out in prison.
Aaron, do you need to say that out loud? Okay.
Well, where else am I gonna say it? We're stuck in this little space. I'm sorry, Charles.
Here. I'm gonna take one of these and wrap it around it. It'll serve as a tournament.
Oh, good idea,
Yeah, good
Nancy.
idea. Yeah.
Charles, hold my
I
hand.
know this hurts. It's gonna be tight, but
Ah!
I'm sorry, but it'll help. It'll stop the bleeding. I'm sorry.
Charles,
Okay, Charles, breathe. Did you do Lamaze with your wife when your baby was born?
yeah, that's a good.
Come on, Charles. We're not going to let you die.
Good. Charles, I'm really sorry. I'm sorry that I said what I said to you. You're not a bad person, okay? And you're gonna be okay. You're gonna be okay.
That's it, Charles. That's it.
Oh.
Just breathe. Just breathe. You'll be fine. We're going to take care of you.
That's good. That's good.
He's lost a lot of blood. I gotta be the voice of reality here. Unless we either, there's only one way. One of us has to give him blood.
Well,
How? How? Did they do this in prison?
I was volunteering for a little while in the med room. That's what we call the medical facility, the med room. If I take this plastic tubing from this water line in this laundry washing machine, I could transfer some of mine into him.
no, take it.
Oh wait, the bleeding stopped. It's coagulating quick.
Look, Aaron, don't use your own blood. Use mine. Use mine, really. I don't deserve my own blood.
Do you know your blood type, Danny?
Danny,
I think it's gay.
You think? No. Hey, sorry, Danny. Nancy, do you know your blood type?
oh, positive.
That's not going to work either. I'm O negative. That's the only universal blood type there is.
I don't want your blood.
So you'd rather die?
I'll be. Look at my shirt. The bottom of my shirt is stained.
We can get that out, Charles. Will you? The big washer. Charles. No.
You're that stubborn, Charles, that you won't give me an apology and you won't let me help you save your life?
Don't you understand? The bottom of my shirt is stained. And it's not going to come out because I lied to her. I lied to her and I told her that I had never, ever even thought about being with another woman. But it isn't true. I wanted to be with Andrea so badly. I could barely keep my eyes on my work. I went to that bank for 15 years, dreaming about holding her hand and kissing her mouth. And then every night I would go home to Risa and I would look at her eyes and I would just lie to her. And that's why the stain can never come out.
Charles, I feel like this is what my husband did. This is just being honest. That's all you can do right now. You, as painful as it is, you lied, but just be honest now. It's okay. And I feel like I was just listening to my own husband talk to me about what he did and why we lied to each other all those years. I'd rather that he had just gone ahead and slept with her.
I don't think humans were meant to be monogamous. We get too much into our attachments, and that's what causes the hurts, is all the attachments. You're just being human.
And you don't feel attached to anyone, and you're okay when you lived like that all those years?
I love and I loved, but that's different than being attached. I didn't need and don't need anybody to be a complete human being. That's where I think we get it wrong. We don't own people and they don't own us. So you loved Andrea, but you also loved Risa. It's okay. And you know what? We're here now. if we live in the past, we're just going to live in regret and shame. What we have now is each other. None of us are perfect. We're all flawed beings, right?
Yeah. And that's what makes us interesting and cool and beautiful in a way. You know, in Japanese culture, when a piece of pottery breaks, when they reconnect it with glue, they also put gold leaf around it, so the crack's even more beautiful than it was.
Danny and I were talking about that. That's so cool. It's such a beautiful thing that it's our imperfections, right, Aaron, that make us beautiful.
Yeah.
We can paint a little gold ring around your ankle. And when you heal up, you'll be more beautiful, right?
Hey, Aaron.
Yeah.
You think you could be my lassie?
I can do that for you, Charles.
I'm sorry.
Here. Give me the tube. We got this. Okay.
Yeah, hang on. Let me just take this damn shirt off.
All right. Hey, Nancy and Danny.
Yeah.
Can you just put that in my arm there? And just, he doesn't need much. Actually, the bleeding stopped on you, Charles. So
Do you have to do it if his bleeding stopped? You think he's lost that much?
Yeah.
Let him do it.
All right.
It's okay. It's okay. All right. Now just connect it to his arm and put it through there with that. Cut it with the knife. There you go.
Oh.
I know.
Oh, Aaron.
It's good what you're doing.
Aaron,
Okay,
you
yeah,
are
that should.
amazing.
I've lived a weird and interesting life. Okay, I can say that much.
No, I think we all have lived some really weird and interesting lives, and yet here we are together for some who knows why reason, and somehow I feel a little bit better than I did a moment ago.
Me too.
I can't look, Aaron. Is it flowing in?
It's done. I'm taking it off now.
Good job.
Wow.
Wow.
Charles, you have a very strong grip, I have to say.
I'm sorry.
It's okay. It's okay.
Wow. You okay, Aaron?
You know what? I feel better than I have in a long time. Yeah, I'm okay.
You know what I'm gonna do, Aaron?
What?
I'm going to adopt you.
You know, Charles, in some weird way, I kind of wish you were my dad.
Be a good dad, Charles. I bet you were a good dad.
Yeah, I bet you were.
Thank you.
Danny?
You know, I think I'm just gonna toss that shirt out rather than try to clean it.
Good. Hey, Danny, any more of those M&Ms? I think we could all use some right now.
Yeah, I didn't eat them all, okay? I just took them. I ate some. Here, yes, of course.
Those are my favorite too.
Well, they got all that protein too.
That's true, huh? Very healthy.
All right. I do have one more question, and then I gotta go to sleep.
What?
Bugs Bunny or Woody Woodpecker?
Oh. Funny.
Bugs Bunny.
Bugs Bunny.
That is our show, my friends. Thank you all so much for being here. That was our final performance of the last 4 people on Earth. I could not ask for a better cast with which to do it. Playing Danny for us tonight, that's Eileen Tumlin. Playing Nancy for us tonight is Lynn Shields. Playing Aaron for us tonight is Arastu Dirakshan. And I'm Ken Adams. I'm the Artistic Director of Synergy Theater. We are back next week, Thursday at 6 o'clock. Come on back and watch something else. We appreciate you being here. If you think improvisation looks fun and you want to give it a try, then take an improv class. Just go to synergytheater.com and click on School of Improvisation. We'd love to teach you how to do what we do. It's a real blast. Synergy Theater is a 501c3 nonprofit organization. We are always dependent upon the beneficence of our friends, fans, and family to help fund our work and fulfill our mission of building a better world through the art of improvisation. Please go to synergytheater.com, click on Support Synergy Theater. Anything you can do to help us out at this point would be greatly appreciated. My friends, thank you all so much for being here. We'll see you next week. Stay healthy, stay safe, stay smart, and always remember that Synergy Theater loves you. Good night, everybody.